But right now, we have a chair in the middle of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stand up on your feet and give a round of applause for the first time in Jacksonville, Florida. She changed her name to Miss Marcel, but I like to call her Miss EVA Pickford. Y'all give it up for her.
I guess I just started, eh? I gotta hold it up. Okay. How you guys doing today? What you guys been talking about? Everything. I'm good. I had a flight came in this morning or last night, a red eye from LA. Had a layover because there are no direct flights to Jacksonville. Would you be mad? Are you surprised? Yeah. Thank you. Exactly. I connected through Atlanta, and I'm here now. So I guess we just get started. I'll tell you a little bit about me, what some of you guys know more and some don't. So my name is Eva Pickford. I'm 23 years old. I'll be 24 at the end of the year. I started modeling from America's Next Top Model, where I went on when I was 18 years old. I know. Time flies when you're pumping your runway. I started out actually in college. I was in school working on speech communication and theater. And as a kid, I grew up in the arts and conservatory, loving performing arts, acting and things of that nature. Not singing, but everything outside of vocal work. And so I've always liked to shine. I like to be on stage. I like the rush and the adrenaline rush it gets to perform. And I went on from that and went to school and studied theater. And while I was in school, there was a really big fashion population in Atlanta. And we did all these big fashion shows every year. And baby, you don't want a minute of our fashion shows at all. Janet Jackson, Clark Atlanta, Morehouse. You don't want a minute from, exactly. Yeah. Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston come to your fashion show, you know it's kind of cute. So that's where I really started to really love fashion. And that's where my passion really started to come and kick in. And I used to make clothes for the fashion shows. And I used to teach the girls how to walk. The girls that would walk my collection, the lucky few that I would choose to walk my clothes. Beautiful girls, some of them didn't know how to walk. And so I would teach them how to walk. And then that's when they knew me as Eva Pickford, the girl who teaches us how to walk. And they suggested I try out for America's Next Top Model. And I was like, I don't know about all that. And I went with my best friend, and she actually really wanted to try out. So we decided to go to the Lenox Mall. It's like the local mall there. And thousands upon thousands of girls and strippers and everything else at Lenox Mall trying to become a model. And honestly, it was too many people for me. I was like, I'm not doing this. And I left. And but it sparked my interest because there's so many beautiful girls, and I was wondering what set me apart from them outside of the makeup, because I didn't wear makeup at the time. And so I researched it, and I looked online to see where else America's Next Top Model was casting and when. And the next closest place to Atlanta was Memphis, Tennessee. So my best friend and I drove after work one day. I used to work at Dillard's. You guys know that department store? I used to sell men's suits. And I left work one day, like 9:30, don't tell nobody. I left and we drove to Memphis. Didn't even have money to stay in a hotel. Stayed in the car. And I got up the next morning, washed up, and went in for the audition. I was number 30, I remember. And lied and said I was a callback, and I wasn't. And, because, I was there at top of the morning. And they had people that were callbacks who apparently they had seen before and told them to come back. Well, what? I was here first. Boom. I got to be a call. Well, I'm a callback, exactly. Where do we meet you at? Where you meet them at? We was out here, girl. Yeah, I know. So, but I worked my way through, and I had my little cowboy boots. I don't know what I was thinking. I was so not a model. I had my little cowboy boots and a little tank top like this. I'm a little hair situation, no makeup on whatsoever. And they took us in the room, 20 at a time. And you got 2 seconds to shine out of all these other women. And your beauty is no different than theirs. But what about your personality is different? And that's the question. People worry about oh, my eyes are pretty, or my hair is good, or all this stuff. That does not set you apart, boo, at all. What sets you apart is who you are, and that's going to completely shine through, is that unique individuality. And so they put us in the room, and they asked us to say our name and our age and something cool about us. I don't remember what I said, honestly. But I do remember they chose me and this one other girl. And this girl was like militant, righteous. She had like this white dashiki on. She had this dreadlock. She had her hair all wrapped up. And she started like busting out in spoken word. I was like, hell. I thought this was a modeling show. I was so confused. I know what to do. I can't rap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can't rap. I don't do all that. I said, well, I can punch a runway. They said, go ahead. So I did my thing, and they called me 2 weeks later. That's what she wrote for Top Model. I went on the show, and I did not know when I got there it was still going to be like 35, 40 people. I thought I was in there. So I think y'all saw the shock on my face when I walked in and saw a room full of beautiful women like, y'all, we ain't all live in the same house. What's going on? But by the grace of God, I was the last one. They let me in that house and tried my damnedest through my fears and frustration, through what I didn't know. And I think that's one of the hardest things, is to try to succeed in something that you don't know what you're doing. That's really difficult. Like, how do you do that? What do you do? And like, if you have a starting point, you know where to start, then you got your confidence. You know, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna start on my left foot, when I get to the top. Like, you kind of plan it out. You know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna cross over, then I'm gonna do a double turn, I'm gonna take my jacket off. I know what I was gonna do. And so I'm gonna go do your makeup and honey. So, through the grace of God and some of the girls on the show, they helped me out, and I messed around and won the show. But that doesn't necessarily mean much, because we're on 10 now. So there are 9 other winners of America's Next Top Model. So what does that mean? Be's a dime a dozen. And there's an industry that's there for a lot of people, and that's there for us, but you got to want it as much as they want you, and even more. And you got to show them why they want you. So the work that you got to put in after doing something like America's Next Top Model, or after doing something like American Idol, is nobody's business. Like, it's not easy at all. It's a day-to-day grind. It's a day-to-day hustle. I'm a brand, I'm a product, and it's about selling. And you cannot forget that for 1 second. It's always a business. And it's fun, and it's cute, and it's frustrating, and it's whack. It's all that. All in one. You look at a doctor, they love their job, but they hate it at the same time, because it's work, and anything worth having is worth working for. So, I can say, I'm going to go ahead and disclaim some of these faux pas and misnomers and ideas you think about the industry. Everything that glitz is not gold at all.